I am not so sure who advises these people in power. Somehow, they tend to forget that sympathy votes really work in this country. Let me take you back in 2022. Rigathi Gachagua was arrested a number of times. As a result, his popularity went up. And he became the deputy president of the Republic of Kenya. William Ruto at some point was denied bodyguards at his current residence. You realize that the GSU people were manning there. They were withdrawn. They were withdrawn, I remember, under Matiang'i administration. They were withdrawn until APs were put there. We even saw William Ruto sitting with them having some tea. And these kind of actions, they drew some sympathy towards William Ruto's side. And that's how William Ruto received support from the people of Mount Kenya. Somehow, William Ruto has forgotten that. And now he's harassing Matiang'i's people. That is Anthony Kibagendi and the others. Now, as we speak today, the harassment or maybe the attempts to manage Anthony Kibagendi have completely turned against President William Ruto in the Gusii region. And that is what I want to show you in this particular video. But before I do so, if this is the first time you're watching my videos at Mukwa Times, please take a second or two to subscribe, like, and comment, because that is the best support you can always give this channel. This is what happened. Anthony Kibagendi on his way to Kisii was arrested, taken to Narok police station, where he was actually kept and spent his night there. He was detained there. And then now, a lawyer from the Gusii region, my senator, Okongo Mogeni, one of the best lawyers we have in this country, he went to Narok and ensured that Anthony Kibagendi has been released. The Gusii community was boiling. The name of Matiang'i was moving across the country. Ladies and gentlemen, as we speak today, the people in Gusii are now talking about Anthony Kibagendi and Dr. Fred Matiang'i because of the arrest. After their release, Anthony Kibagendi walked in Keroka and people were like celebrating. Upon arrival in Kisii at Capital, the crowd was there. Anthony Kibagendi addressed the crowd. You could think probably he's a big guy who is around.
Harambe! Matiang'i tuoma! Matiang'i tuoma! Tuoma Ruto! Unaongo! Sisi tunakuuliza hivi. Wewe uko ukienda kule kwingine unapeleka maendeleo. Ukienda kule kwingine empowerment, unapeleka pikipiki, tinga. Ukikuja hapa Kisii unatuletea shilingi 200.
And it's just a MP who is just the first term and who is not very popular. He's not one of the most popular MPs we have in the Gusii region. In fact, Ngoko is better than him. Now, ladies and gentlemen, William Ruto expected Anthony Kibagendi to shrink, shiver, and eventually get finished. As we speak today, he's being talked of in the entire Gusii region. Kibagendi is a man. Kibagendi is strong. Kibagendi is not a joke. Simply because of an arrest. Because of an arrest. He pulled crowds at Capital. Capital is one of the most serious centers, roundabouts in the Gusii region. There is where we make declarations. There is where we make declarations. At Capital roundabout. It's where we make declarations in relation to various issues related to the Gusii region. So Anthony Kibagendi going there in the no man's land to talk to the people of the Gusii region, it was a clear indication that he has gained power. For those who missed what he has to say to William Ruto, listen to this.
Hebu nataka Ruto aone hiyo mikono. Watu hawainui mikono. Inua mikono yote juu na ubebe kidole moja. Harambe! Harambe!
That is the Anthony Kibagendi after the arrest. Ladies and gentlemen, right now, I want to tell you there are people in Meru who did not know who is Anthony Kibagendi. People in Nairobi who did not know who is Anthony Kibagendi. They can meet him in the street and just walk. They can meet him in a hotel and just walk away. They can't even say hi. They can meet him in a supermarket and just leave him there. People in Mombasa did not know Anthony Kibagendi exists. But now, as we speak today, everyone knows that Anthony Kibagendi is there. He's an MP who is ally to Matiang'i. He was arrested and now he has been released and he has been received overwhelmingly in the Gusii region. So William Ruto somehow has promoted Kibagendi. Now, as we speak today, the conversation about Matiang'i has changed in the Gusii region. That William Ruto has felt the threat of Dr. Fred Matiang'i. That's why he's intimidating his people. Anthony Kibagendi. Now, Matiang'i, for those even who seemed to be pro-William Ruto, have now changed somehow. They are pro-Matiang'i now, they are one term, making William Ruto to look like he made a mistake. How did he forget that sympathy works in this country? And now he has started arresting Matiang'i's people. You know, he has avoided Matiang'i a lot. He has avoided Matiang'i a lot. And that is one of the things that has made Matiang'i's growth to be very gradual. Because he knows if he mentions Matiang'i at some point, the name of Matiang'i will erupt, because Matiang'i is known what he has done in this country. And the people will not relate to William Ruto's rhetorics because they know what Matiang'i is capable of. Is there someone who has a track record in this country? It is Matiang'i. And there's nothing William Ruto can do about that. Now, as we speak today, the spirit of Matiang'i in the Gusii region has changed. People are now saying, kama mnaguza Matiang'i na watu wake, then we are all one term. I called the people in Kisii town. They were telling me, Mugua, if this is what William Ruto is doing to our people, it's over. It's over. It's over. It's over. Even Zahir Janda cannot pull a crowd, even if he has money, like that one of Anthony Kibagendi. He cannot even dare, because nobody goes to Capitol and just, even Osoro cannot wake up in the morning, go to Capitol, hold a mic and start shouting two-term. He cannot. They cannot do that in the funerals and in the villages. But in Kisii town, they cannot do that, because that is the area of Dr. Kengo Fred Matiang'i's. Even Simba Arati cannot hold a rally in Kisii town, despite being the county governor, and shout two-term. He cannot, because he knows that is Kisii town. People are saying, we are not with Matiang'i, we are done. I saw someone saying there, Simba Arati, one term. That is terrible. Right now, William Ruto somehow has rejuvenated the spirit of Dr. Kengo Fred Matiang'i in the Gusii region. People are somehow now thinking of Matiang'i. On the comment section, share with me what you think about William Ruto's moves.
Welcome to Humphreys Hill House. Humphreys is a boutique hotel located on Kiong'anyo Hill in Kisii town. We are just 2 kilometers off Kisii CBD. And the hill itself, Kiong'anyo, is culturally significant among Abagusii people. This is where our prophet Sakawa stood and prophesied that Getembe, which is Kisii town, will come up. And several other cultural activities used to happen on this hill, which included Ribina dance, where women met and danced and prayed for rains. Young men fought wars about marriage in this hill. So the hill is very significant. And therefore, in the design concept for this hotel, we have done what we call a hotel within a museum, where we have tried to collect, document, and preserve a lot of Kisii culture. So right from the gate, as you come in, you'll see pieces of soapstone, the reception in our gift shop. Each of our rooms has a piece of soapstone that explains about some cultural event or activity. You go to our common spaces, whether it's in the bar, whether it's in the restaurant, there are carvings displayed all over, which have cultural stories and those kind of things. And then at the back side of the main building, we have developed a Gusii homestead, the authentic Gusii homestead with all the traditional huts. And this is where we want culture to be experienced as it was in those days. So the buildings have been done how they were supposed to be. The activities can be carried out. There are indigenous trees there. There are free-range chicken that are running all over. And it's a nice setup if you want to hold traditional weddings and traditional activities. Then next to it, we have an amphitheater that has a capacity of around 250 people, where again, performances, both cultural and meetings and conferences can happen as we endeavor to support the community and preserve the culture that we so wish it doesn't disappear. All in all, you're welcome to Humphreys, and we hope you'll be able to get an experience of the Gusii culture. Thank you very much.